kept calling me all night. You think I really care?
I told you.
Just beefing me all night. Yeah, but that you put me on to her.
Hey.
Lucky ass nigga right here. Bet you won't make it again. Put 5 on it, you won't make it again. Put the 5 on it. Bet it back. Bet the 5 right now, you won't make it again. Shoot it. Shoot it. You ain't gonna make it again. You ain't lucky ass nigga right here. This your man. This your man, lucky ass nigga right here.
Hey, look, see, look. You know what time it is.
Okay, man.
Yeah. What's happening? What's happening? Channel 6 podcast on the Sunday night. How's everybody doing out there? Like and subscribe to the podcast. Follow us on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. Somewhere on Facebook. Busy football day today in the NFL. My Atlanta Falcons finally pulled out a win today, 24-10 against the New Orleans Saints. Of course, Kirk Cousins had to start the game today due to the injury of Michael Penix Jr. It's unclear future with the Atlanta Falcons right now. We have no draft pick in the 2026 draft. That pick goes to the Los Angeles Rams. And even if we fire Raheem Morris, there's really no point because no coach is going to want to accept this job. No decent coach. Due to the simple fact that they're not going to have a pick in the draft next year. And the first thing a coach is going to propose coming in is using one of our top players to trade our way back into the draft. That could be either Bijan Robinson, Drake London, or Kyle Pitts. Now, tight ends, especially veteran tight ends at this point, even though Kyle Pitts is kind of young, it's going to be kind of hard to get a tight end for a top to mid-round pick. So you already know these front offices is going to ask for Bijan Robinson. These front offices is going to ask for Drake London. So one thing about it, when you're making these type of decisions, you have to go about it a certain way. You got to deal in realities. You got to be realistic. You can't play it like a game of Madden. You can't play it like you trying to scam on your homeboy. You got to play these front office games. You got to run it like an actual business. And tough decisions are going to have to be made. Mike, what's going on?
What's happening? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Instead of using my headphones, I'm going wireless this time, man.
All right. We are joined by Tech Mode CEO, Mr. Mike Harrison.
What it do, peeps? What it do? What it do?
Yeah, when you had logged in, I was talking about the Falcons and the Saints game, and I was talking about what's gonna probably happen with the coaching situation. I was saying that more than likely we're gonna have to sit another year with Raheem Morris because no good coach, no decent coach is gonna take this job. Now you can find some old desperate ass nigga that'll take the job.
I think there's one that actually, I believe, wouldn't mind doing it, and you know who I'm going to say.
Matt LaFleur.
He would probably.
Matt LaFleur's not taking this job without a first round pick. Cause guess what Matt LaFleur gonna do? The first thing Matt LaFleur gonna tell Terry Fontenot and Rich McKay. The one thing we don't want to do.
Get rid of who?
Trade.
Trade who?
Trade into the first round.
Oh,
These guys, like I say, the only options I see with a coach, because me and Miles was talking on the phone earlier, is this is what you do. You pretty much you can you pretty much can you have to do what the New England Patriots did.
in regards to
Hire a placeholder till you get the coach you actually wanted. Because that guy, I can't even remember his name. The guy that was the coach for 1 year before Vrabel came in.
right.
Let's be real, man. That's not who they wanted. Let's keep it above. Mike
Hey,
Vrabel wasn't available at that moment. And plus, you know, the Patriots probably wanted to get their Rooney hire out the way. So for the next 10, 15, 20 years, nobody can't say that Bob Kraft is a racist owner and never gave a black coach a chance. So now you gave your one black coach his chance. So now you ain't got to never hire one again. You can hire exactly who you wanted. And like I say, they wanted Mike Vrabel. He wasn't available at the time. Because we knew, oh boy, that they hired, he wasn't going to take the Patriots nowhere. Well, let's just
oh,
be
you talking
real.
about Mayo?
Yeah, Gerard Mayo.
Yeah.
Let's just be real. This they got to be, you know. Hey,
Nah,
we
he
root
just
for our black head coaches, but he wasn't going to be a fit. He wasn't going to get the time he needed in New England. Maybe if he was in Jacksonville or Carolina or even Atlanta or wherever, he might have would have got the time. But and plus, like I say, Mike Vrabel's name was just too loud, a name that was floating around. Even when Gerard Mayo got hired, even before Gerard Mayo got fired,
mm-hmm.
well y'all already know they're gonna bring in Mike Vrabel next year. The same way people talking about we gonna bring in Matt LaFleur next year. So yeah, Matt LaFleur's not taking his job, though. Not till 20, not till 20 to the end of next season. And then on top of that, the Packers haven't let him go yet.
Yeah, that part has to happen first. But yeah, that's true. I'm gonna tell you something. Let me ask you this question. This has been pondering on my mind. Actually, I was talking to Miles about it on yesterday. And I think this is what we should go ahead and do, even though we don't have a pick into the second round. I believe, as far as this upcoming draft. The question is, do you think we need to go ahead and just look for a QB in the second round? Because we know Kurt ain't gonna be there. Penix will, Lord willing, he'll come back fully 100% healthy. But that means you got to have a backup. So we might as well get a they're gonna need to get him a backup. So who better than to get one that's going to be right behind Penix as opposed to paying that particular draftee first round money? But we don't have a first round, so a pick in the second round would be perfect. So
I think
do you think? Do you
we
think?
draft a quarterback, but you don't waste a second round pick for him because you got to remember, man, we don't have a first round pick,
Oh, I
so
know.
we got to treat this second round pick like our
As our
first
first
round.
round pick. I mean, now, hey, if we have, depending on how many drafts, how many picks we got in the second, I'm not saying the first pick in the second. It could be the second pick, or I don't think we have 3 picks in the second round. But if we got 2, or even if we wait to the third round, that's fine too. Either way, but I think we need to go ahead and pull that trigger as an organization, man. Go ahead and have somebody there.
Yeah,
Not, you know.
I wouldn't go head first, but you do need to bring somebody in that's gonna number one light a fire up on the Michael Penix in training camp, and number 2, whatever vet that they plan on bringing in.
Right.
So yeah, we're gonna have in whatever round we're gonna have to get a camp body in there. Even if this guy ain't gonna be our future, we still gonna need a camp body. Now, the next draft, when we have a first round pick, depending on how next season shake out, that's when you go for sure for the future.
Did you see that?
Number
Did you see
one,
that? Did you
hold
see
up.
that screen? Go ahead.
Number one, you hope we see what the free agent market looking like. Number one, and number 2, you see what the draft looking like. That's what you do, because there's not gonna be any significant move gonna be made this offseason. I just don't see it. That's gonna push us towards a championship. I just don't see it. This is next year gonna be a stopgap year. 2027 is really gonna be when we can, like I say, get a coach and get an actual quarterback. That's depending on the health of Penix and his play.
This was something I sent into the group a couple of days ago, but I'm finna read it now because we're gonna have some money come next season,
Yeah.
and because from what I'm seeing, and in parentheses, this is before cuts. It says we're gonna have over 15 M's.
50 or 15?
15. And then total savings from cuts, we're going to have over a total of 66 M's. Grand total projected is over 81 mil.
That's a grip.
So with that being said, we better be doing something.
All right. 2026. As of right now, these are going to be the available free agents at the end of this season. That's why I keep saying 2027. This is what we're looking at for next season. At the end of this season, free agent wise. All right. Daniel Jones, Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson, Marcus Mariota, Tyrod Taylor, Zach Wilson, Joe Flacco, Kenny Pickett, Jimmy G, Mitchell Trubisky. And that's just the top 10. So like I say, a lot of camp bodies. I see a lot of camp bodies now. A name, he's on this list now. A name I keep seeing a lot of Falcons fans throw around that we should bring to camp because he's only 26 years old. He'll be 26 at the end of this season. Is Mac Willis. Because he ain't got Mac Willis at Green Bay. I think he was at Florida.
No, I know who you're talking about. It ain't Matt, but I know it's God Almighty, because he's talking about the backup for Jordan Love, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Willis, yeah, that is his last name. I just can't. His first name just ain't hitting right now. But hey, I mean, he was a projector supposed to be. What was it?
Malik Willis.
Yeah, Malik.
Willis.
Yes, there it is. What was he? He done been in the league now. What? 2 years? 2 years now? 3 years?
I want to say 2.
Two?
He wasn't at Florida. He was in Texas, right?
No, he was Liberty, I believe. But
Liberty University.
yeah. But let me be sure. I'm not exactly.
Yeah, that's where he was at. He was
Okay.
drafted in 2022.
All right. So he's got promise for sure. If the playbook matches up as far as what if he's accustomed to running, and he's the dual threat, and that young fella got a cannon for an arm. So
And you
I
got to
mean,
think, hell, Michael Penix is 26 years old now. So, I mean,
hey, but the thing is this though. I didn't even know this. This cat here was that damn injury prone, man. I didn't realize this dude had that many fucking injuries, bro.
to my Penix,
Yes.
yeah, I was widely known, dog. You didn't know that for the draft? That
I mean,
was,
I knew that. I knew that one time in Indiana, but as far as all the other ones,
yeah, man.
if that.
He would get hurt. That's why he's transferred so much because he would get hurt and he ain't felt like playing for his spot back at that school, so he would go to another school.
Oh man.
Which
Mm,
is a red flag to me for when he gets healed up. Because
yes.
you showing me you run from competition.
Which is why if whatever quarterback we get next year can be some real competition for his ass. So then that'll force him to play good. That'll force his ass to play good.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, real competition. The word "real" is a stretch.
Yeah.
Use that term loosely. 2027. Uh, Free agents: Deshaun Watson, Matthew Stafford, Baker Mayfield, Justin Fields, Bryce Young, C.J. Stroud. He probably getting franchised. Anthony Richardson, Jacoby Brissett, Jared Stidham, Mac Jones,
Mm,
Andy Dalton,
Andy Dalton, the
Stetson Bennett.
the the Red Rocket. I even seen a report on Facebook talking about somebody talking about bringing in Bennett. I'm like, oh well,
Yeah, I know. I seen a lot of that. These niggas pissing me off with that because I don't like talking football with these type of people because every time I talk with a Falcons fan, especially because I have so much free time at work, especially, I be like, give me a realistic replacement for Michael Penix and Kirk Cousins that isn't because you know the names they gonna say. So I have to say that isn't Justin Fields, Shador Sanders, or Cam Newton. Give me a legit suitable replacement. Not some nigga that you like off of Madden or some nigga that you liked it in college or back in the day. Give me somebody that's gonna long term help us get us to a Super Bowl.
boy, that's gonna
I'm
be
looking
hard
at
for them to.
I'm looking at 2026 and 2027. It's what I always said. It's the same thing I've always said about the Falcons and the Hawks. These particular teams cannot attract no stars. These two teams, their championships will be won through the draft. A drafted player will bring them their first championships. A star is not coming to neither one of those teams. It just ain't happening. It's never happened. Let me put it this way: stars have came to these teams, but by the time they get there, they used up.
Yeah, that's the bad part.
So yeah. 20, let me just for shits and giggles, I'm gonna check 2028 free agents. So that's 2 years out. This is what we got to look forward to. 2 years out now. And Pickens is slim, boy. All right, 2028. Now it looks more promising than 2028. Lamar Jackson, Kyler Murray, Sam Darnold, Caleb Williams, Bryce Young, Jaden Daniels, CJ Stroud.
Ooh,
He probably get franchised again. Anthony Richardson.
Jaden too, bro. He ain't going nowhere, man. He gonna end up getting that Patrick Mahomes type money, bro.
Bowden and Bo Nix. That's now
Probably him too.
2028. He ain't this is the thing. When Lamar Jackson becomes a free agent this time around, it's already came out this first time that the league colluded against him. The whole league fucked him over this first time.
Yeah, I remember that crazy.
So they can't do it a second time. Since they already got outed this first time.
And when that year comes, this will be how many years he done put in?
He'll be 31 years old, and this will be 2028. He'll be 31 years old.
And this will be year number what for him in the league?
9, I think.
Okay.
So, like I say, I keep saying, everybody looking for a savior. It ain't happening, dog. It's gonna be the draft. it's gonna be the draft, my nigga.
That's fine. I mean, that's our champ. That's our chips are won. So if that's the case, then so be it. I'm cool with that. It's just the right pieces need to. Terra Fontenot is the trigger puller.
Yeah.
Slash decision maker.
Yeah.
He's gonna need to take a. I hate to even say this about other organizations, but the facts are the facts. He's gonna have to take a pitch out of Buddy out of Philly's book, man. As far as decision making, man. As far as like, if we got the money to go get somebody like in the draft, I mean, in free agency, and or making certain picks in the draft, he needs to mirror how that dude that draft and get players, man. Because it seems like every year when it comes to free agency, they make moves as if they want it now.
Yeah.
And rightfully so. That's how you should do it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's when, like, this offseason here, when we only just signed an offensive lineman, I kind of knew right then, like, nah, we're not even trying to pick up somebody to win. We just trying to pick up somebody just to kind of be right there in the middle.
Look at our record. I mean,
yeah, that too.
By this trade deadline, any move that they would have made wouldn't have been for this season anyway. It would have been for next season. Because there's no way. I mean, there's nobody they could have got that could have salvaged this season.
Yeah, true.
On either side, it just what I mean. So you basically, like I say, you signing people basically for training camp this off season, pretty much. I mean, they ain't gonna help you do nothing because the season already lost. And the thing about the money, having the money ain't the problem. And it's the same thing with the Hawks. It's never been. People think these teams is cheap. The Falcons is not cheap. The Hawks ain't cheap. The Falcons can offer. It ain't about the money, how much money the Falcons can offer. They got to get somebody to take it.
Yep.
It ain't. I mean, because if if you got somebody, if you got some players that'll take 90 million to play in Dallas before they take 100 to play in Atlanta. I mean, it is what it is. Or 85 to play in Kansas City before they take that 100 to play in Atlanta. I mean, so I mean, we got to find somebody to actually take the money.
Did you see
And
now this here? Oh, go ahead. I ask afterwards.
go ahead.
Did you see anything? This ain't gonna make a difference either, but it's something to talk about. Just something I seen on was it Bleacher Report or ESPN? One of the two about Mr. Beckham Jr. and his proclamation stating that during his his I think it was his suspension he had or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
He said I think the only team that really reached out to him was Atlanta, or at least been talking to him.
Mm-hmm.
So he's saying whatever needs to be done for him to get on that team, because he said he's willing to do whatever it takes to go there to try to help in any way that he can.
He can come at training
Uh,
camp.
take that for what it's worth, a grain of salt, or better yet, your
League
thoughts on it.
minimum. League minimum. Training camp.
Yeah.
But it goes back to what I always say. Why do y'all always want to come to Atlanta when y'all use the fuck up? And the Falcons, y'all should have more pride about yourself. If I don't know, it's just that mentality I got. I don't
No,
know
you're
if
right
that's
though.
I don't know if that's women call it a toxic mentality. I don't know, but like I say, you tell me no one time, you don't get a second chance. And Lord have mercy, if I give you that second chance, now I gotta cut all this out when I upload it. When you get that second chance, good Lord have mercy, you might not enjoy it. Because all you had to do was say yeah the first time. Because I'm gonna put you through hell. But I ain't never don't nah man.
Nah, I see where you're coming from
Because
about
I
that.
could
Yeah.
have swore Atlanta reached out to him when he was throwing them fits in New York. I could have swore
Now,
they did.
that I don't know.
But man, like I say, vet minimum training camp. I'll tell you. Yeah, vet minimum training camp. But there's absolutely no point in bringing him in now. I mean, he just got to have him a check, and that's why he really want. That's
I
why he really want to play right now somewhere.
I wouldn't think that'll be the case. I mean, I'm pretty sure that dude got some loan money, man. Endorsements and everything. He haven't really done anything like really, really, really crazy. So, nah, I
That we
think
know
it's
of.
just yeah, that we know. But I think it just really wanna play. Tell you the truth.
Yeah, like I said, vet minimum training camp.
Hey,
Come on the flower branch. Have a locker for you. But they be stupid to throw some decent money at him. But now something else done dropped saying hell something dropping now. I'm reading and make sure this ain't no bullshit site. Yeah, it's looking like they saying the Rams done reached out to him again.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh,
Los Angeles Rams projected to sign Odell Beckham Jr. This is from TWSN. Let me see. Where's the article? Now I know as good as Puka Nakua is, he is low key injury prone.
sure is.
So that might be one reason why. But yeah. Don't throw no money at him if you want to come. Like I say, I want people that can contribute. Like people that's ready to go, ready to play. Nah, that's just I don't know. That's just with the exception of the Dodgers, every team I go for has that problem. The Dodgers is the only team out of all the teams I fuck with that can get players in their youth and in their prime that's ready to win now. So, like I say, the Falcons don't need no more veteran leadership. I hate that term. When you hear people on these channels say, "Oh, we signing this person for veteran leadership," that mean that nigga ain't got nothing else to contribute. That's what the fuck that mean. Now ain't nobody feed that bullshit to somebody who don't know no better. But
Yeah.
I Shador Sanders showed out today, showed up and showed out today.
Indeed, he did.
Pulling up,
And won and won the game too.
yeah. And the score at the end was
24 to
24-10.
10.
They played the Raiders. The Raiders were supposedly the projected team that was gonna draft Shador Sanders because he had a little relationship supposedly with Tom Brady, but that was apparently some fake shit. And of course, there was that video clip where Shador was at the Las Vegas Aces game where Mark Davis was like, "You know, we coming to get you, right?" And all that. That was some BS too because they had so many rounds they could have got him and they didn't draft him. So it is what it is. Make it so bad. This man wear number 12. So it was very ironic that the team that he beat today was that team.
Yeah.
Um
Their owner used to wear number 12. Part owner, rather.
and Shador is, like I say, a quarterback mentor.
Yeah.
So I know low key, they was saying on a lot of these shows. Don't be surprised if there was people on the Browns in the Browns front office and coaching staff that low key probably wanted him to lose the game because
Yeah,
now you actually got to play him now, regardless
that's
of what
right.
Dylan Gabriel got going on.
All you got to do is just look at Kevin Stefanski's play calling,
Hmm.
especially in like if his games is close, real tight. You can kind of tell by anybody that has football knowledge and sense can tell if it's a close game and they got to drive down the field when you know he really need to get down that field. Let's just say they have no timeouts and they're down like 2 points or so. So all they just got to do is just get in field goal range, kick a field goal. Now you can tell if you really want Sanders to really make something happen. If he calling some pass plays, if you know you need to get the ball down the field, then we know exactly where that's trending at. But if you start seeing running plays for whatever reason, when you know you don't need to be seeing none, questionable.
Yeah,
All you gotta do is just look at as far as how he's calling plays and stuff like that, man. So we gonna see
and
if
he actually had a week of prep time with the first team that helped.
yep,
Deshaun Watson went out on the road, went to Vegas today with the Browns today. They said that was his first time going on the road with the Browns all season.
you
Basically,
think that
basically, um, Watson been shadowing Shador all week. Getting the
that's
right
probably why.
since apparently Flacco ain't want to mentor the man while he was there.
Hmm.
And guess what? You ain't even on the Browns no more. You ain't want to groom the man to take your job, and you ain't even in Cleveland no more. So you was being a hater for no reason. And like I say, so the, I commend Deshaun Watson for stepping up and doing that because really honestly he didn't have to do that
Sure
because
did.
eventually Deshaun Watson coming to training camp next season, next summer, and he gonna have to contend for that same spot. So he didn't have to do that,
No, he didn't.
but they got him right, and they won the game. Now imagine all the effort that was put into getting Shador prepared this week. What if they would? If they wouldn't have had all that pushback all season and did that from the jump instead of worrying about Tyler Huntley and Joe Flacco and then all these other people that they had out there. They just drafted Shador and just got him ready week one.
They would probably have more W's than they do L's.
Yeah.
Simple as that. But
And the thing about the Browns, the difference, especially the difference between the Browns and the Falcons, it don't matter how bad the Browns play, they fans gonna show up. They gonna pack that stadium out with their fans. It ain't like it's gonna be a stadium full of Cowboys fans or whatever. So even if Shador would have played bad, you wasn't gonna lose no money behind it. It ain't like people would have stopped coming to the game. So
right,
what did you have to lose? The worst would have happened. He would have played bad. Okay, we got to look at Shador Sanders for a year. Now we can either cut him or trade him. Now we head towards you pretty much got if he plays decent from now to the end of the season, you got to bring the man to training camp. They look crazy trying to trade him unless somebody gonna ask for something big for him, which might happen. But the worst thing can happen is you trade him and he play even more better with the next team he go to. Because then history gonna say, damn, y'all had Shedeur Sanders under y'all roof. And y'all treated him like crap while he was there. And you traded him away in the end when he showed you he can actually play.
But that's how it usually go, man. All it takes is a different location, man. That's all it takes. Have you noticed that pattern? Even in the NBA as well, when players were just unhappy where they originally were, but then go somewhere something and totally brand new.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that weight is off their shoulders now, man. So it's like they can just play freely. They don't have all that on them like that. So let's say if that did happen, it wouldn't surprise me if he actually played better because of that, because he had all that on him. And so to go somewhere new and he's welcome, that's just going to make that person play even much harder.
Exactly.
So it wouldn't surprise me if he actually went somewhere. It don't matter where it was and actually showed out and played way better. No surprise there.
And they kind of, I mean, you look at the Browns' future. Okay, with Deshaun Watson. Okay, no matter if you cut him at the end of this season or trade him, you still gonna own him. You still gonna be paying him regardless.
Yep.
Well, actually, you only owe him for like another year or two because pretty much he at the end of the contract anyway. So really ain't no point in trading him. So I mean, but they're kind of gonna be in the same situation we're in right now in the next year or two. So they better figure out something too. But the thing is with them, they might be able to finesse a pick or two with Shedeur. I don't think they'd be able to get a first round pick, but they'd be able to get something for him.
They'll be able to get a high second, high. It'll be like early and mid seconds. If they keep it with like that, or either spread it out, either like a high second or high, or either third rounder, something like that. If it is two picks, it'll be a second and a third or something like that. They'll be able to squeeze out of it.
And Myles Garrett, if he would have just sat his butt down and been quiet for another year, even though they wasn't going to trade him regardless when he was asking for a trade, but now since he done took that money for that extension, now he's stuck there even longer. He might have could have finagled something at the end of this season or next season.
Well, you got to think his asking price even before he signed that extension was what, 4 first round picks?
Yeah.
Even if he quiet or not,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he wasn't going. Man, 4 first round picks? Nah, man, he wasn't. Unless there's a team that is, like, I mean, stacked to the rim that can actually pull that off.
Hell,
He wasn't going
before they
anywhere.
extended him, shit, they was talking about the Falcons was one of the teams willing to do something.
I saw it. I saw
Shit.
that. I saw that.
So I mean,
I saw that.
so somebody will do it. But the thing is, will it be a team you actually want to go to? But like I say, he gonna be stuck there for a minute now. I mean, unless he just, well, ain't no contract guaranteed in the NFL, but he would really have to pull some bullshit to get put off that team or traded now, since he done took that got that money. But and he is 5 sacks away. Speaking of Myles Garrett, he is he maybe he'll get it for the season over with, but he 5 sacks away from breaking the single season sack record.
And we're only in week what? 13?
Yeah.
He'll do it. Just the kind of motor he got. He'll break it. Unless he get hurt, that'll be the only way he won't get it. Injury. He'll break it.
I hope he break it too, just cause who got it right now? Well, who tied with Michael Strahan right now? He didn't beat Strahan record, but he tied with Strahan right now.
Who?
T.J. Watt.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
I Victor Wembanyama, right?
Yeah.
Of course, he's out with a calf strain right now.
Mm-hmm.
He was front runner for MVP. Him and Luka was running about neck and neck. Now they saying pretty much.
I think that automatically knocks him out.
Yeah, that's what I'm finna say. He gonna miss them. He ain't gonna make the minimum amount of games that make him eligible to win it. It don't matter what, and it don't matter how good he play when he get back. It's the matter you got to play the 65 game minimum. But to be honest, I don't think Luka gonna play 65 games either.
Why you say that?
Cause hell, he already done missed games for one thing already. He ain't missed the amount of games Wemby about to miss, but he load managed out the gate.
All
And
right, so let's just hypothetical. Let's just say, all right, let's just say those two. I mean, well, Vic's out. So let's just say Luca's out. Who do you think that's out there? Because I know I got my mind set on one other person that I think that can run away with it. And as usual, barring injury. Who do you think, your opinion, that can actually come on in and take right over and actually win it? Now, my pick is in the East, but
probably SGA again.
he would be my second pick, bro. I'm going for Cade Cunningham, man. That
Yeah, you
dude,
right. I ain't.
that dude right there is damn near almost a walking triple double every time he step his foot on the court.
And
Every time,
he don't miss no games.
durable. Every time he step on the court, you look at his stats every night he play. You always see him having, of course, double digit scoring. That's a given. But every time he's always double digits in assists and always like a rebound or two away from a triple double. Damn near every game. And look at their record. They got the second best record behind OKC.
For sure.
Don't. That would be my pick. That would be
And
my pick.
what's crazy, he almost won most improved last year. And now he MVP. He could win MVP this year. So that's a big leap to go from most improved to an MVP candidate. That's, I think the last person did that was Ja, but Ja actually won the most improved, even though he didn't deserve most improved because he was never bad in the first place. But for some reason
Right.
they gave him the award that year. But yeah.
Yeah,
And
pay attention to that guy, boy. That boy, that's something else, man.
boy, if the Pistons get like one more piece, piece away.
In the East.
Yeah, they one more piece away, like a piece away from the Eastern Conference Finals. Like that team.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah. All right, now you muted. All right, while Mike is getting his audio and his camera back up. All right, he's logged back in again.
Okay, I can hear you.
All right,
Now,
go ahead.
what was you saying, or what was I saying? Either or, before, because I ended up
I
getting
was
a phone
saying
call and messed it up.
I was saying that the Pistons is like a piece away, like from contending. Like not just I'm talking about like making a deep playoff run. Like they still a year or two away from taking it all. They remind me of the Thunder. Not they remind me of last year's Thunder. They remind me of the Thunder like the year before and the year before last. They're a year or two out.
Mm, I hear
They
you on that, man, but
they one more piece. But they remind me of the Thunder.
they are. I tell you what. As far as the East go, because you know the East isn't as loaded, jam packed as the West. It wouldn't shock me if they actually win the East. It wouldn't surprise me, bro. It wouldn't.
Yeah, I can see it, but I don't see them win. I don't see them winning that finals.
Oh no, 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 no. I see them going. I see them representing the East, but that is all I that'll be all I would give them. But that's huge though.
And two names been floating around. I done seen on Twitter and I done seen on Yahoo Sports. Two names I done seen floating around for the Pistons is AD and Michael Porter Jr. I
I
doubt they'd
will
get both,
I will
but
leave AD ass alone, bro. Now, Junior on the other hand, from a stretch to court type of deal,
uh,
that makes a whole lot of
well,
sense to me.
if injury is the issue, both him and AD is just as much injury prone. You got especially with that back. Michael Porter Jr. done had that back problem since he was at Mizzou. So I
I take my
mean,
I take my chances with Porter than I will with AD, bro. I know both of them may be that way, but it's just something about AD. It's like every time that rascal touch the damn court, man, it just seems like there's always something, something. I don't know it and I don't get it, but I'll take my chance with Porter. He's more of a. I mean, don't get me wrong, AD is dangerous, man,
hmm
but Porter can stretch the court for even more
hmm
for Cade, bro.
but them the two names floating around for the Pistons. So obviously, even if it don't be neither one of them, they're trying to add something. They're gonna. I just hope whatever when they do bring in whoever they trying to get, they don't. I'm hoping they giving up a draft capital more so than personnel. Because they should have, as far as I know, they got their picks. They ain't like they somebody else has the picks and anything like that. Hell, if they can give up their 2026 and their 2027 to get in to get something fire on their roster,
Hmm.
I don't see what the problem is because they ain't gonna be in the lottery no time soon. So
I think those days are kind of long gone now, man. I think they've already done took their lumps now, but that because
mhm,
they have been building and drafting.
yeah. So
So
you can like I say, you can let some of that draft capital go. I wouldn't like I say, I wouldn't necessarily touch touch that roster, especially it's too much chemistry on that team too. That team done basically growed up together
hmm
in the past couple of years, so to speak. So I mean, yeah, I would do that, but that's what they remind me of. They remind me of OKC. How OKC was like a year or two out from getting that ring. And mind you, OKC right now on that roster only has two All Stars, and one first team All NBA. Jalen
man,
Williams was All NBA, but he was third team. So it ain't like they got a super team as it is. That team was,
built
yeah. SGA came from the Clippers,
in a trade. Yep.
but nobody wasn't expecting what they got with that. I mean, turn out what they got. So I mean, that team was pretty much built. Nobody ain't gonna turn around 10, 20 years from now and say, oh man, OKC had three Hall of Famers on their team and five All-Star and all that type bullshit. Nah, they got two All-Stars. That's it. And I think Jalen Williams made it because somebody was hurt. I don't even think he was voted in. I don't even think he got voted to pick. Then I think he just made it due to injury.
Possibly.
But so yeah, that's a as good as they playing though, as good as the Pistons playing, they not getting that. They're not getting that national spotlight, man. I don't know what it is.
It's because of where they at, man. The team itself. You know what I
Like,
mean? It's not a major market, man. They're in the middle. They're in the middle.
yeah,
That's all that is, man.
but 20, 30 years ago, Pistons was all over TV. It was
And
especially Eastern Conference wise. When the Celtics fell off. It was the Knicks, the Bulls, and the Pistons
well, that
for a
was when it
hot
was that
minute.
that was when it was switched. Then that was when the East was the powerhouse, and the West is what the East is now. At
Uh
that
huh.
time, but now it's done. It's done flop now. So it's that and accumulation of it's just there isn't any like there's not no superstar superstar on Detroit, man. You know what I'm saying? It's Cade because he's the only one because he's the face of the team, and then it's the rest of them, all role players, good role pieces, man. So,
Yeah.
but that's a good thing. That's not a bad thing, man, because they ain't doing up but just getting those W's. That's it, and that's all that really matters at the end, man. Getting them W's.
So
So
y'all are tuned in to the Channel 6 podcast live stream. We're going over today's NFL games, doing a little NBA talk right now. I want to send a shout out to the Black Guy Wrestling podcast. I see they left some comments in the comment box. Salute y'all boys back. Um, I'm gonna check y'all. I'm gonna check y'all pod out soon. Anybody listening? Like I say, Black Guy Wrestling Podcast. They they have a nice podcast. Excuse me. They they're part of DAR Sports Media. They also have I'm gonna do a better plug for them next time since they done plug me. But I'll
Okay,
be able to
true
plug them
that. True
next
that.
time. But they do have a WNBA podcast, a college football podcast. They have wrestling podcasts, and they have an NFL podcast.
Yeah. Okay.
So like I say, shout out to them. Been talking back and forth with them guys for a while. But
What's up, man?
something just came across my phone. Oh man, Zach Levine's camp push for trade to the Hawks for Trey Young.
No.
Basically, he wanted out and he was trying to come to Atlanta. He
And
can
this
come.
came from where? This came
He,
from where?
I'm reading this on Clutch Points,
Okay.
and like I say, I'll take him, but not for Trey Young. Now it's looking like, which I knew I knew that was gonna happen from the jump. Um, they having buyer's remorse with Porzingis. Trade him.
Dang, you would actually get rid of Porzingis, bro?
Yeah, because it's two reasons. It's two reasons why they have buyer's remorse, and they already supposedly low key shopping them. Number one, he already load managing, which means he ain't healed up. He did what Kirk Cousins did when he got to Atlanta, talking about, oh yeah, I'm healed up from my injuries in Minnesota, and he saying, oh, I'm healed up from my injuries in Boston. Nah, this nigga still hurt, and he been missing a game here and a game there. Okongwu been out playing him. He ain't as tall. He ain't as tall as Porzingis, but hell, he playing better at center.
Mm-hmm.
So he younger. Right now he younger and he cheaper. So I don't see the problem with that. Number two, it's already out there that he trying to get back to Dallas
Uh-huh.
because he never wanted to leave Dallas in the first place. The only reason he left is because him and Luka couldn't get along. And that's where the whole rumor came in at that I posted in the group chat about him being traded for AD, because they saying one of the teams on AD list is Atlanta. It's supposedly Chicago, Golden State, Atlanta, and some other team.
Mm-hmm.
But so yeah, get him up out of here. Send him to Golden State and let Golden State. I mean Sacramento, and let Sacramento figure out how to get him to Dallas or whatever, or keep him there, whatever. But yeah, if he already planning on leaving, and that's why I said it wasn't a good idea to sign him, because when they said the Hawks said they signed Porzingis, the first thing popped in my mind was when we signed Rondo. We signed Rondo, and what he said, what happened? Rondo tried to go to the Clippers first.
Mm.
The Clippers couldn't give him the money that he wanted, and Atlanta did. Atlanta gave him the money he wanted, which was about I think like $7 million guaranteed.
Mm-hmm.
So he got the money. And then when they got to around All-Star break, he forced his trade. And that's how we got Lou Williams. They traded Rondo for Lou Williams. Got Lou Williams on the Hawks. Go back to the Hawks. That was his second time there. And that's how that happened, because so basically he just used us as a bridge to get the money he wanted until a team open, until a spot on the Clippers open up for him. Because Lou Will wanted to come home to Atlanta. Rondo wanted to be back in LA since he couldn't be with the Lakers, so he just settled for the Clippers. And that was that. And this is all Porzingis trying to do. I mean, so yeah, if you know you got somebody in your team that don't want to be there, go ahead and trade them.
Yeah, in that case, yeah. Ain't no point in keeping him around. So he can be unhappy.
But I knew he didn't want to be there from the jump. I was like, that man don't want to play for the Hawks, dog. Nah, I know my team too well.
It's all right, man. I mean, hey, send him on. They ain't trying to beat us. No point in keeping him, man.
The only people that's off limits to me right now is Jalen Johnson, and Dyson Daniels. That's about it. I would say trade off limits, but I don't think
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I think he's gonna be the next. I don't think he's gonna be there long, man.
Yeah, especially, you know what I'm thinking gonna probably happen? I think they waiting on they waiting to see how this season gonna shake out. Especially since we got New Orleans first round pick. And them niggas gonna be in the lottery. For sure. So
and Washington.
And right now, and some draft boards projecting us to get AJ DeBancer. Some draft boards projecting us to get CJ Boozer. So either way,
one of Carlos kids.
So either way, now AJ will be a good replacement for Trey. CJ, he more of a banger. He really wouldn't be no replacement for Trae Young if we get CJ Boozer, because he pretty much played the same style of play Jalen Johnson played. He just a little bigger, and he got his NBA body now compared to Jalen Johnson, because him and his brother, they built like they did it, pretty much. So that's what I'm hoping. Yes, that's why I'm not tripping off of San Antonio having our pick, because hell, we got New Orleans pick. Shit. we gonna be all right.
Yeah,
and plus we going to the playoffs anyway. So it ain't like that pick San Antonio got gonna be a lottery pick anyway.
We're gonna have to make it something though, for sure.
Yeah.
You know. Whatever.
Have you watched any college basketball at all this season?
A little bit.
Yeah, I watched, like I say, they've been putting, speaking of AJ DeBancer, they've been putting a lot of BYU games on TV this season.
Oh, purposely, of course.
Yeah, so I seen the game where they played against that preseason tournament game where they played against North Carolina, and he balled out. And I want to say he played against they played against Arizona. That's who they played against. So I seen him play twice, and I seen him play in that Jordan
Classic.
yeah. I saw him playing that in the
Okay.
spring on TV too against the other high school players. So he can go. Uh, CJ Boozer, I ain't seen him play. I ain't seen them brothers play. I ain't seen them brothers play in no Duke game. You know, I seen them play in a bunch of high school games all last year, and some of them like all-star games and stuff like that. But I ain't seen them play in no actual Duke game yet. That's mainly what I done seen, like
They
BYU.
just they just
Go ahead.
played tonight, but it wasn't a like a main game because of who their opponent was.
Who they play?
They beat the brakes off of who was this? Oh, they played Howard. They
Oh
blow them
shit!
out. They blow
and,
them out, man. Yeah, it was
and that's a
same
Jordan
thing.
school too.
Same thing for my boys, UConn. Same thing. They blowed out. They played Bryant. So yeah, I did see little
That-
snippets of that, but not a lot because I already knew what the score was going to be. So it wasn't no point.
yeah. Now I done seen a couple of but I made sure not to miss that. I've been watching some of them UGA games too because I wanted to see what Dominique's son
Mm,
was gonna do, and he hooping too. And plus, that guy Newell that the Hawks drafted. He came from UGA last year,
okay.
so they been stepping up their recruitment a little bit, somewhat in basketball because that football it ain't hard, boy, at all. But that basketball program been in the mud, forever. So
They're trying to get back, bro.
yeah,
Slowly but surely, man. Slowly but surely.
and let me see what else. It's one more. I seen another trade rumor. It got posted. I'm trying to pay attention to like these actual legit sites because some of these sites be posting some bullshit, or they just recopying the same shit that ESPN done posted already. LaMelo Ball. That's what I meant to bring up before I even bring up all them other ones.
Mm-hmm.
I supposedly he won't out of Charlotte. Who would you trade him for?
Depends on where you want to go.
They saying he want to go to the West Coast.
Not surprised there. So because you want to be close to home. So that part don't surprise me. So I mean, pick of the litter. I mean, you got quite a few Cali teams. So let's just go ahead and just cross out Sacktown right now. So it's just only two left.
Clippers
The
and the
que-
Lakers.
the so the question is, which one do you really want to play for?
You think they trade Austin Reeves for him?
Austin? Hell no,
The
man.
Lakers?
Hell
You
no.
don't think so?
Hell no. They'll be a dummy. They've already done fucked up from the previous time when they had players from the likes of Alex Caruso, Kyle Kuzma,
Zubac.
uh, Yeah, he played for him too, didn't he?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, they actually had they had a fire ass core nucleus, bro, and then they just dismantled the whole thing. So no, that listen, who if they go along with that, somebody need to be fired
You
immediately.
don't think they trade Austin Reeves just for the simple fact that they know Austin Reeves is gonna cost them some bread down the line that they know they ain't gonna be willing to pay him?
Nah, because they gonna want him to be the face where he's at now. They're gonna end up getting rid of that fake 23. They gonna they gonna bro. If they trade Reeves, whoever make that call gotta go. They'll be a fool, bro, to pull that trigger. In my
What
personal opinion.
about Dalton Connect and the 20 and their 20 when they have a first round again? 2028, I think.
2020. Dalton Connect.
Because remember, they just tried to trade Dalton Connect to the Hornets last season for Mark Williams, but they had to kick it back because
Right.
he couldn't pass that physical.
I mean, in that case, with saying that, because I know Connect's supposed to be one of them sharpshooters. But if they've already tried to get rid of him, and you talking about LaMelo, why not? I'll go ahead.
I mean, I'm thinking Austin Reeves, dog. Wanna know why?
Whew.
You gotta make it worth it. And plus, you're selling to Austin Reeves like, bruh, if you all that in LA, you gonna have your own team in Charlotte. Now they're gonna be lying their ass off to get it. It's gonna be his team, of course, because he's gonna be the best player on the team by default. But them niggas ain't making it out. First of all, if they're gonna get to the playoffs at all, but man, I believe that's what they'll try to move, dog.
I mean, I guess we gonna see, man. If
And
if that
then
crap happens,
and
boy, oh
then
boy.
take take Melo out of it completely. There's players out there they would move Austin Reeves for to get, even if it ain't necessarily him, depending on who out there. If especially if it was out there a couple years back that they was willing, that they was trying to move Russell Westbrook to get Kyrie behind the man back, even though he found out. So
Yeah.
I mean, no man.
I mean, I guess we just have to stay tuned and keep our eyes open then and glued. I mean, we gonna see. We gonna see.
Now you had posted something the other day about I see it as a long shot, but you had posted something the other day about Kyrie to the Rockets.
Yeah. It was a screenshot, but yeah, man. I mean, because they need. Well, hold on. Yeah, because they got that boy. Well, first of all, is Dallas in rebuilding mode?
Supposedly what came out, Mark Cuban said he's holding on. He said right as of right now, he's holding on to Anthony Davis and Kyrie. The only person that's probably gonna get moved is Clay. That's guaranteed to be moved because supposedly AD ain't as hurt as they said he would, as they try to make it out to be. It's just these,
Oh,
it's
here
these
they go.
Lakers, it's these Laker motherfuckers that's throwing it on thick, laying shit on thick, talking about that man was gonna be out for the rest of the season and all that stuff. But they saying that man fit to be back in about a month, dog.
I mean, if he do, he do. That's good. That's good.
And we'll get that in a second. My observation on that, but But that's as of right now though. But if somebody can get would throw something at Mark Cuban concerning Kyrie AD a good trade, I can see them getting moved. Like I say, we was talking about earlier about that draft capital Detroit got. I can see that. I can I can see the situation of Porzingis getting sent back. I can see Dallas asking for our draft pick, that draft pick that we got from New Orleans.
Hmm.
So depending on I believe he's gonna entertain whatever trades get brought to his attention. But as of right now, he done made it known that he's holding on to Kyrie and AD, at least for this season. But Clay,
Okay.
yeah, he probably gonna be gone.
Yeah. What is speaking of Clay? I like Clay. Huge
Mm-hmm.
fan of him. What the hell is going on with Ja Morant running his damn mouth, man?
Um,
That young guy he need to be quiet, man.
yeah, because bro, you 26 years old, not 26. How old is that nigga?
He seem in
25.
that 24, 25, somewhere
Yeah,
like that.
bro, you barely playing. You ain't got room. So if guess what? If Klay Thompson is washed, if he is a bum, guess what? That man almost 40 years old. I
But he
imagine he would be. And how many surgeries he done had?
2 or 3, and they
Yeah,
all season ending.
yeah. So guess what? It's about time for that man to retire. He
At the
done
end of the
won his
day,
championship. He done made
that's
his money, and he almost 40 years old. I imagine he would be falling off around this time. So what you saying really ain't nothing.
it may be just the manner he's doing it. But if he really want to flex on his ass, all he got to do is just go home and go in his little trophy case area
Uh-huh.
and get them and just get one rock. He don't need to get the 4 that he got.
Yeah,
Just get one. You like young Jit. You see this right here? This is what you trying to get at, sir. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying? Be
yeah.
like,
But Clay
man,
too
hey,
intelligent for
stop
that.
all that.
But Clay too intelligent for that. He can eat that nigga up without even bringing up a ring.
Oh, I know he can. I know he can.
He,
Can't stand
he, he
people like that. Is that's the dude talented, but what you
Cause
my
I can
thing is
bring
never.
up a nigga right now who brung up his rings in an argument and he sounded dumb as hell. We gonna get to
Who?
him in a minute.
Okay.
Draymond. With Kenyon
Oh
Martin.
yeah.
Now, this how triggered and hurt Draymond was. Now Kenyon Martin didn't say nothing about how, Draymond Green's play. He didn't say Draymond Green was a bad player. Matter of fact, he said Draymond Green was the glue of the team for the Golden State Warriors. Only thing he said was Draymond Green wasn't no tough guy. That's all he said. What they got to do with basketball? That ain't got nothing to do with basketball. But that bothered Draymond Green so bad. All he said, and then matter of fact, Kenyon Martin brung up situations like, bro, you only try people you know you can beat. You ain't do nothing. You ain't do nothing with Ron Artest got in your face. You ain't do nothing with old boy from the Pistons got in your face. So you only try people you can beat. Like you don't get no points for smashing on Jordan Poole. You don't get no points for that.
Nah.
That's the only point Kenyon Martin made. That ain't had nothing to do with no basketball. And that's when Draymond Green turned around and was like, nigga, I got 4 rings. Bruh, that man didn't say nothing about your rings. He didn't say you didn't know how to play basketball. He just said you a scary ass nigga. You respond to that. Don't respond to the basketball shit.
Kmart hit a nerve, what he
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
Shout out to Kmart, man, a real one.
So then Kenyon Martin had to come back, like, yeah, he could have really cut him down if he wanted to. What he really wanted to say was, hell, if I had Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, and Klay Thompson and Iguodala my teammates, I'd have 4 rings too. That's what he really wanted to say. That kid, that would have killed all that. But he was like, bro, I was number 1 overall draft pick. Came off of an injury and still went number 1 overall.
Yeah.
In the draft. And I went to the finals my second year in the league. I mean, he ate him up now. He ate him up like, bro, you was the third, you was in the 3rd rotation when you got drafted to Golden State. So yeah, I mean, so yeah, the ring argument. It depends. It depends. But like I say, that man ain't even bring up Draymond Green. He complimented the man.
You did.
Yeah, but he just said the man is scary. And he pick his victims. That's all he said. But my thing, what I was finna say about the Mavericks, my theory on that. Anthony Davis, like I say, he's expected to come back soon. I'm pulling up the time frame now, but they holding on to him because apparently he's not as hurt as they thought he was. But what I feel like about to happen, like I say, I put it in the group. I had put it in the group chat. This finna be a Mark Jackson situation.
What do you mean?
Mark Cuban the Mavericks finna turn this season around, even though it's still the beginning of the season and the Mavericks really ain't doing that bad. Let me put it this way: if the Mavericks end up having a good season at the end of the season, like let's say they get in the playoffs, get the second round at best, Mark Cuban gonna get credit for the roster that Nico Harrison built. Especially if he holds on the AD and Kyrie. Mark Cuban gonna get credit for drafting Cooper Flag. Even though me and you know that. Me and you know he didn't draft him. And Nico Harrison did, but winners get to write the history book. Just like how they think Steve Kerr built that Warriors championship team, even though Mark Jackson built it.
Hell no, Mark Jackson
So I
did,
mean,
man. Stop that crap, bro.
so that core group, Mark Jackson. So I mean, that's what I feel like about to happen. That man for the swoop in and take credit for what another man built. No, and I don't like that. That's the first thing I thought about. Like, well, damn, they made like Anthony Davis was shut down for the whole season.
I actually never liked how they did Mark Jackson not there in Golden State in the first place, bro. And still to this day, I've always because it never. I mean, unless you've seen a report, I don't think they actually really broke down like what was the main reason why he actually got blackballed.
Another 7 to 10 days.
That he'll be back playing.
That's how long he's expected to be out. Another 7 to 10 days. So he should be back in about 2 weeks. As for Mark Jackson, pull that up now. I know one of the reasons they let him go. He talked about it on Cameron show. One of the reasons he got let go because he was too outspoken. Which goes back to what I said about the Falcons. These jokers don't want no outspoken person. They don't want no alpha male. They want somebody that's gonna shut the fuck up and follow orders. So, but it says concerns about coaching style. He had a bad relationship with the staff, especially him and Mike Malone couldn't get along allegedly. I forgot Mike Malone was on that staff, but he was.
Yeah, me too.
And they say he made some homophobic remarks.
Come on, man.
Yeah, because there's two people, two gay people that work in the front office for the Golden State Warriors, and of course Mark Jackson is a pastor, so he wasn't rocking with that. But I don't think they ain't saying like he didn't say they ain't saying he said, oh, God don't like it. If they say he made homophobic remarks, they probably say that he probably called them some slurs
Mm.
that he probably shouldn't have said. Probably use a word or two that you know what the word they use now get you canceled. He probably used some of them words, I'm assuming.
Mm.
And then they said they didn't like the fact that he was open that he was openly religious, like doing a bunch of
prayers and stuff.
yeah, quoting Bible verses and all type of stuff like that.
Come on, man.
They didn't like that either.
Boy, some demons must have got irritated then. Shit.
But it's looking like from what I'm reading, his issues, he didn't have an issue with Klay Thompson. He didn't have an issue with Steph Curry. He didn't have an issue with Draymond.
No
You didn't have
surprise there.
issues with the players. It was the front office that you had your main the coaching staff and the front office. Now Mike Malone, see, I didn't even know it was part of that. Now that make me lose respect for him. Now that make me wonder what kind of snake stuff he done behind the scenes to get him
You never know,
pushed
man.
out.
To get him as a Mark Jackson pushed out the door?
Yeah.
Hey, who knows, man? Who knows, bro? That's a deep rabbit hole dive right there, bro.
And that's another thing I don't like. A lot of these head coaches got reputations for coaching hard and having an attitude and being outspoken. Why can't the black coach be hard and outspoken? Why the black coach got to be nice? Why the black coach got to be smiling all the time and
Because
easygoing?
they feel like we are more the aggressors all the time.
I can't stand that, man.
You know, like For real, because we always been viewed. We've always been the the more aggressors more than our
Mhm.
counterparts. That's why.
Yeah, yeah. Now for Pat Riley or Phil Jackson or all them done all this type stuff I just read off about Mark Jackson. You know what they would have said about them? Oh
Oh,
man,
he's
go ahead.
emotional. He's
Hmm.
emotional. Oh,
Passionate.
he's showing that word. That word. That word. That's the main word.
Passionate.
Oh, he cares so much about his team,
Uh huh.
just like Mark Jackson did.
Hmm.
Let them tell it, bro.
Yeah. And I give you another example of that. Back to the NFL. They say that's one reason why Eric Bieniemy didn't get a head coaching job at NFL because they said his coaching style was too. He was too. He was too hard on players. What you mean too hard? He a coach. He a football coach. Like what you mean? He a
NFL,
coach.
National Football League, not the high school.
Yeah, these grown ass men. These teams is $1 billion corporations. You better hope these coaches is coaching hard. Shit. If you want to win. But they said that was one of the problems. One of the reasons why he didn't get a head coaching job nowhere because his coaching style was too aggressive and he was too hard on players and stuff. Like, okay, he couldn't have been no more harder than any other coach. Nah, it's because he a black person coaching like that. That's what it was.
That's it.
And that's what pissed me off, like I say, about Raheem Morris. Like, bro, you a good coordinator, but you ain't built to run no team, dog. You just ain't, man. All through practice, you up there dancing and bopping and jigging and shit, and
Gyrating for what?
because the music playing in the background, like, bro,
Man, I don't give a
get that goofy shit out of here, dog. Like, bro, do that shit in your free time. Ain't nobody saying you gotta act like Bill Parcells or Bill Belichick, but damn, carry yourself, carry yourself the way you want to be treated.
Mm, 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 mm.
Carry yourself the way you want to be treated. You carry yourself like a lame, you gonna get treated like a lame.
Dancing.
It's a time. Guess what? It's a time and a place. It's a time and a place for all that. But bruh, nah, man, I don't want to see my head coach doing all that. Especially Dan Reeves wasn't carrying on like that.
Mike Smith either.
And
Dan
Jerry
Reeves
Glanville
and
wasn't.
um um
Mike Smith,
shoot.
none of them.
Yeah, Mike Smith, Moore Jr. and
Yeah,
even Dan Quinn. None of them.
yeah, man.
Believe
Like,
it or
like,
not,
come
they
on,
they,
bro.
they didn't. They didn't.
And every picture you smiling from ear to ear. But see, this the thing. And I hate that, and I hate that it's like that. But it just go back to uh, Denzel and Malcolm X. When him and Spike Lee was on the train at the beginning. Serving the white folks, you got to smile from ear to ear because if you do anything but smile from ear to ear, they might think they might see you as intimidating. So you got to smile. So you got to smile like a fucking fool for no reason. Nah, man, I ain't got time for all that, bro. I ain't got time for the goofy shit. I'm trying to win a Super Bowl, man.
Yeah. I
Now, if
mean,
we would have got Jim Harbaugh or Bill Belichick or any of them, they, uh, yeah, Rich McKay and Terry Fontenot and even Arthur Blank would have lost control to a certain extent. But damn, boy, we be a better ran team. We be closer. We be way closer to a championship than what we is right now.
I think if we get rid of McKay,
But this
Fontenot,
but this is the
Fontenot
thing.
to me, he's still.
Supposedly Rich McKay has no position with the Atlanta Falcons, but I believe he does. On paper, he doesn't have a position with the Falcons. But deep down, he running the Falcons. He just don't have a position on paper. On paper, he's running the Atlanta United. But really, he running the whole show from behind the scenes. That's what I think. You just got the black man out there as the face, Terry Fontenot.
Yeah, McKay got to go.
But Rich McKay supposedly got removed from his position at the end of last season. And all he's supposed to be doing, like I say, is running a soccer team. And ever since he took that over, them niggas fell off. They had I want to say last season was their first bad season. Bro.
They had won how many titles already?
Bro, they won the MLS Cup their second year in the league. They second year in the league. 2019.
So 18.
Every other year before that, they either hover around the championship or they have a deep playoff run or whatever, but they done had to bring in. I think they just bought back the coach that helped them win that championship. I think they just hired him back. But yeah. Let's see. Rich McKay's official title. He is no longer he is the CEO of the Atlanta Falcons, which has nothing to do with running the team. That has to do with running all off the blank shit, like the Falcons, the Atlanta United, that golf team, off the blank guy that just won that championship earlier this year. That's basically what his title. That's basically what his title is.
That's what's up, man. All right. Okay.
Okay, yeah, you back. Even if Terry Font and we getting until 20 till
What you
next.
say? What you say? Even if what now?
Even if Terry Fontenot get removed, I think we still stuck with Raheem Morris another year. And whatever move get made if Raheem Morris get fired, to still only be a bridge till we get the coach that they actually want. Yeah, you can get your I just don't think Matt LaFleur loves the Falcons that much to where he would come take this job with an uncertain quarterback future and no draft pick the first year. He don't love the Falcons that much. And I'm pretty sure if he becomes available, we ain't gonna be the only team that's gonna go after him. So
No, it's gonna be more teams that's gonna be out there services for sure. One thing about this here though, let's say he do get the job, he calling the players because that's what he doing in Green Bay now.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna be his complete playbook. So that means Zach deuces. So
Mm-hmm.
uh, you know,
He gone regardless. Apparently,
yeah.
allegedly.
Hey man, if we get him, I mean, let's go. I would rather. He's got ties in the organization, man. So I just kind of take it from there, and if we want it, you know what I mean. If they're willing to give it to him, then hey, let's make it happen. Because there is pieces there. I mean, you
So
can always deal with. I just think, and it's back to that question earlier. The pieces is there. We just need to get well with that cap space we're gonna have. Hopefully, we'll be able to pick up a viable quarterback then, but also still at the same token, I think we still gonna need to get one like in the third round. So I just think we need to go ahead and just plug that because I think whoever we get like in free agency, it's not gonna be for no long term deal. It'll probably be like a year or two or something like that,
yeah.
give or take. So, but man, we got the pick, and then you got to think about Kyle Pitts because I think he's actually playing for something too. So we're gonna have to kind of put that out there too because he ain't really playing like he can command like a first and a second rounder right now. At the end of the day, yeah,
Top second round.
could be, could be.
I think that's what he would probably garner. Now, this is what I would do if they're thinking about trading up into the first round next year, in this upcoming draft. Excuse me.
Hmm.
This is what I would try to do for the rest of the season. You already know what Bijan bring you. You already know what Drake bring you. I would basically use the rest of this season as an advertisement for Kyle Pitts. I would try to get him as much touches as I can, so when you want to try to sell him to another team in a trade, like man, look at how Kyle Pitts showed out on the back end of this season, man. I know y'all gonna want this here. That's what I would. That's what I would try to do.
Yeah, we got to try to sell it.
That's what
Nah,
I would.
be smart.
And maybe that'll drive his stock up a little more.
That's the whole point of him getting try to get as much touches as he can from now on until the regular season is over. It's because of that. Hopefully, because we'll be able to command something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A piece or two at most. Hopefully, depends how many touches you get, man. You get over 1,000 yards, we got a good chance. We can definitely get like a early third or something like that.
Yeah.
We'll see.
All right. We are almost 2 hours in. We at the 150 mark. Wow. We at the
I
250
think
mark, and we're gonna go ahead and shut it down. Um, Mike, don't log out. But like I said, this has been a Channel 6 podcast live stream. We've basically been going over today's games. Did a little NBA talk. Did a little NFL talk. Did a little bit of college basketball talk.
Hmm.
Didn't really talk a lot of college football today. Um, that's coming soon. This week is Thanksgiving week. There's gonna be some games played. This early this week. Georgia Tech and Georgia's coming on at 3:30 in the afternoon on a Friday, which is crazy. Some more games coming this week, so we're gonna probably stream during a couple of these games or one of these games, something like that. Since uh all of us is pretty much gonna be off of work this week.
Bro, I only work Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday.
Yeah, I only work I think Monday and
That's it.
Tuesday, I think. Something like that. I'm volunteering for Friday, but they ain't letting me get that extra. But they ain't letting me get it. But we're gonna go ahead and sign off.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Peace out. We'll see y'all soon and stay tuned. I got some more shorts uploading soon to the Instagram and to the YouTube and to the TikTok.
You can be anything you want to be. Remember, the saddest thing in life is wasted talent. You could have all the talent in the world, but if you don't do the right thing, then nothing happens. But when you do right, guess what? Good things happen.